Hi there again. Welcome back. Kyle Green here to walk you through the parts of the electric guitar. We'll start with the basic regions of the guitar and then zoom in to each area and cover all of the parts. So up here we have the headstock of the guitar. Then we have the neck of the guitar where we're going to manipulate the length of the strings to create different pitches. And then we have the body of the guitar. So let's first zoom in up here to the headstock of the guitar where we have the all very important tuning knobs. That's going to adjust the pitch of each string to put us in or out of tune. And many electric guitars will have the 6 on top. Many will also have 3 on top, 3 on bottom, very similar to the acoustic guitar. All sorts of variations for different designs of the guitars, but more or less the same. This is where you're altering the tuning of the instrument. As we come towards the neck, we'll see the nut of the guitar. This is where the strings come through. It's kind of the last point of vibration. As we strum a string, it's going to vibrate all along from here to here, and once it passes through, it's no longer vibrating. Nothing is creating pitch up there. On the neck is divided into frets. We have these wires, these vertical wires here. Each one of those is what we'd call a fret wire. And I call the space in between the fret. That's for me the actual fret. So I would call this the first fret, second fret, third fret, and so on. We'll notice each of the fret markers on the face of the instrument. We have 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. This becomes very helpful as you're navigating further up the neck. That'll go sometimes all the way up to 24, depending on how many frets your guitar has. Almost always you'll have those kind of matching dots on the top of the neck. That's really what we're going to rely on more than the top part of or the face of the neck. We don't really see those much once we're playing correctly. We'll go all the way up and we'll notice different to the acoustic guitar, very often the electric guitar body is the neck and the body meet higher up the fretboard. On the acoustic guitar, it's very often between 12, maybe up to 15. On the electric guitar, it'll often be a bit further up, depending on the model of the instrument. Then we get to the body. It's divided into the upper and lower bout. So you have the upper bout here and lower bout here. This is really like what you would find with the violin, the cello, the upright bass, all of those instruments, the string instrument families. They have an upper bout and lower bout. And this is kind of divided with this curve here. So everything below the curve, lower bout, upper bout. We notice on this electric guitar and many electric guitars, a cutout or cutaway here, which gives us higher access. Playing on the acoustic guitar, very often we don't have that, and so we kind of run into the body as we get higher up. We have a pick guard here just to keep us from scratching the face of the instrument. That protects us both, on this guitar anyways, below and above. And then we have back here the bridge area, like the acoustic guitar, but different. We'll notice this whole area is called the bridge, but these are called the saddles. On the acoustic guitars, it's very often a plastic or maybe even a bone. But here you'll notice these are metal saddles, and that's very standard for electric guitars. Importantly, we have to get into the electronics here. We have pickups that amplify the signal of the guitar, and of course we'll be running that to an amplifier, but this pickup here we'll refer to as the neck pickup. It's picking up the sound near the neck, which is often described as being a bit more warm, rounder, and the pickup back here is referred to as the bridge pickup. It's a little more sharp, nasally sounding, and you will often have different types of pickups. You may have larger humbuckers, or like this one here. This is a humbucker that's in the space of what we'd call a single coil. You may have 3 of them or more. There's all sorts of configurations, but in general, this guitar shows you what a basic layout for the electronics of an electric guitar would be. So moving then down here, we have a toggle switch which allows us to select what pickup we want to use. You might even call it the pickup selector. So back here, if we want to use this pickup, we have to have the pickup selector all the way back, and that'll let us use the bridge pickup. If it's all the way forward, we're going to be using the neck pickup. If it's right there in the middle, we'll be using the 2 pickups there simultaneously. Then we have a volume control. That's controlling the output, how loud the signal will be sent to the amp. And then a tone control. And this is just going to shape the different frequencies of the signal that are being set to the amplifier. Importantly, of course, we need to know the input jack. This is where your 1/4-inch cable goes into the instrument so it can send that signal. Very often they're here on the heel of the lower bout. Sometimes it's on the face of the instrument, but most times they're down here. And I guess that just about covers everything we need to know to be able to play the electric guitar. We, of course, do have the strap pins, so we can put a guitar strap on and play standing up, or just have more support while we're sat down if we wish. Those will be almost always back here on the heel of the lower bout and up here on the upper bout. Maybe you'll have it more on the heel up here, but it can vary slightly, but the designers typically put them where the guitar will be best balanced while using the strap. So that's it. That covers the primary parts of the electric guitar. And with that, I think we can start making some music.